Most people think kidney disease sneaks up on you without warning. But the truth is, it announces itself, quietly, one meal at a time. You felt it this morning. That slight puffiness around your ankles when you put on your shoes. The face that looks a little fuller in the mirror. The fatigue that no amount of sleep seems to fix. You assumed it was just getting older. It isn't. What you might not know is that millions of seniors are unknowingly accelerating kidney damage every single day. Not with cigarettes, not with alcohol, but with foods sitting right now on their kitchen shelves. Foods labeled healthy. Foods their doctors never told them to avoid. If you are over 55, this video could be the most important 20 minutes you spend this year. Because what I'm about to share with you doesn't just affect your kidneys. It affects your blood pressure, your heart, your energy, and how long you live independently. Stay with me. I'm Dr. Alan Miller, and after 18 years specializing in senior health and wellness, I've seen firsthand what happens when these warning signs go ignored. I've sat across from patients, intelligent, careful people, who were doing everything they thought was right, and still ended up with kidneys functioning at 40% of what they should. The heartbreak isn't the diagnosis. It's the moment they realize it was preventable. Today, I'm going to walk you through 5 specific foods that are silently damaging your kidneys right now, ranked from the ones you might expect to the one that will genuinely surprise you. And I promise you, by the time we reach number 2, you will want to share this video with someone you love. More importantly, I'm not just going to tell you what to stop eating. I'm going to tell you exactly what to replace each food with. Because I refuse to leave you with fear and no direction. That's not medicine. That's just anxiety. One warning before we begin. I need to flag something about food number 3 that you absolutely cannot skip. It's common in nearly every senior household in this country, and most people have no idea. Here is a truth that rarely gets explained clearly enough. Your kidneys do not fail overnight. Kidney disease is almost always a slow, silent process, sometimes taking 10 to 20 years before symptoms become undeniable. By the time most people feel something is wrong, they've already lost a significant portion of kidney function. And here's what makes this particularly cruel. The kidneys are so efficient at compensating that you can lose up to 50% of their function and still feel relatively normal. That's not reassuring. That's terrifying. Because it means the damage happens in the silence, in the years of eating the wrong things without ever getting a warning signal. Now, your doctor is not to blame for not telling you this. The average primary care appointment runs about 15 minutes. There is simply no time to go through your entire diet and explain the cumulative effects of chronic dietary stress on your glomerular filtration rate. That's the measure of how well your kidneys filter waste. Most doctors check your creatinine once a year and move on. So the gap in your knowledge is not your fault. The system isn't designed to catch this early enough. But that ends today. What damages kidneys over time comes down to 3 primary mechanisms. Excessive sodium, forcing your kidneys to work harder than they should. Hidden potassium, overloading a system that can't handle surplus. And phosphorus buildup that weakens your bones and calcifies your blood vessels at the same time. Understanding these 3 mechanisms is the key to everything that follows. Food number 5, processed deli meats. Let me tell you about Harold. Harold was 68 years old when he came to see me. He was a retired electrician, proud of how active he stayed, walking 3 miles a day, watching his weight. His blood pressure was borderline high, but he was managing it with medication. His doctor had told him his kidneys were a little stressed, but nothing to worry about yet. When I asked Harold what he ate for lunch every single day, he smiled and said, "Turkey sandwich, nice and lean." That turkey sandwich was destroying his kidneys. Here's what Harold didn't know. A standard 2-ounce serving of deli turkey contains anywhere from 500 to 700 milligrams of sodium. Add 2 slices of regular bread, a smear of mustard, maybe a slice of processed cheese, and you're looking at well over 1,000 milligrams of sodium in a single meal. The recommended daily sodium intake for seniors with kidney risk is under 1,500 milligrams total. Harold was almost there by noon. Your kidneys are the primary regulators of sodium in your body. When sodium floods your system consistently, day after day, year after year, your kidneys must work at elevated pressure to filter it out. This increased pressure, called glomerular hypertension, gradually scars the tiny filtering units inside your kidneys. Those scars never heal. What to do instead? Swap deli meats for freshly cooked chicken breast, sliced turkey you've roasted yourself, or canned salmon rinsed under water. The difference in sodium is dramatic. Home-cooked chicken breast has about 60 to 70 milligrams of sodium per serving. That's the difference between protecting your kidneys and slowly destroying them. Stay with me, because food number 4 is one that surprises nearly every patient I share it with. Food number 4, sports drinks and flavored electrolyte beverages. I know what you're thinking. Sports drinks? Those are for athletes. I don't drink those. But pause and think about the last time someone in your household, or perhaps you yourself, reached for a hydration drink or flavored electrolyte water because you'd heard it was good for you. This category of drinks has quietly infiltrated the senior wellness market, and it is causing serious harm. Sports drinks and electrolyte beverages are loaded with potassium. For most young, healthy adults, that's fine, but kidney function naturally declines with age. After 60, your kidneys become significantly less effective at excreting potassium. This condition, called hyperkalemia, can cause muscle weakness, dangerous heart rhythm abnormalities, and in severe cases, cardiac arrest. A single large sports drink can contain 300 to 500 milligrams of potassium. You feel absolutely nothing as potassium accumulates. No pain, no swelling, no warning. Dorothy, 74, had been drinking a popular electrolyte beverage every morning for leg cramps. She came to me with palpitations and extreme fatigue. Her potassium was dangerously elevated. When we removed the drinks and adjusted her diet, her symptoms resolved within 2 weeks. What to do instead? Plain water is the gold standard. If you struggle with leg cramps, talk to your doctor. The solution is rarely more potassium. It's often magnesium deficiency, which can be addressed far more safely. Food number 3, canned soups and packaged broths. This food lives in virtually every senior household. It's comforting, it's easy, it's warm, and it is one of the most kidney-damaging things an older adult can consume regularly. A standard can of chicken noodle soup contains between 800 and 1,100 milligrams of sodium per serving. The can holds about 2 servings. If you eat the whole can, you've just consumed between 1,600 and 2,200 milligrams of sodium in one sitting. That is your entire daily limit, or more. Many canned soups also contain hidden phosphate additives: sodium phosphate, disodium phosphate, phosphoric acid. These chemical phosphates are absorbed at rates up to 90%, compared to natural food phosphorus at 40 to 60%. Elevated phosphorus forces your kidneys to work overtime and triggers calcium to leave your bones and deposit in blood vessels. Over years, this means weaker bones, stiffer arteries, and higher cardiovascular risk. The combination of extreme sodium and chemical phosphates makes canned soups one of the most kidney-harmful convenience foods available. What to do instead? Make homemade broth in batches with no added salt. Freeze portions. Control what goes in. Food number 2, dark colas and phosphate-containing sodas. Dark-colored sodas contain phosphoric acid. It gives them their sharp taste. It is also absorbed quickly into your bloodstream, forcing your kidneys to filter it rapidly. Over time, this can create microscopic calcium phosphate deposits in kidney tissue, nephrocalcinosis, reducing kidney function gradually and silently. drinking 2 or more colas per day has been associated with significantly increased risk of chronic kidney disease. Robert, 71, drank 2 diet colas daily. His kidney filtration rate dropped over 3 years. We removed the colas. Within 6 months, his filtration rate stabilized and slightly improved. What to do instead? Sparkling water with lemon or lime. Herbal teas like chamomile or hibiscus. The switch is easier than you think after the first 2 weeks. Food number 1. Healthy, whole grain and multigrain breads. Whole grains are naturally high in phosphorus, bound to phytate. As we age, gut bacteria shift, and more phosphorus becomes bioavailable. 2 slices of whole wheat bread can contain 130 to 160 milligrams of phosphorus. Add milk, nuts, whole grain crackers. Phosphorus load stacks quickly on aging kidneys. This doesn't mean abandon whole foods. It means portion awareness matters. What to do instead? Sourdough bread has lower bioavailable phosphorus due to fermentation. Rice-based and certain gluten-free breads tend to be lower in phosphorus. If whole grain bread matters to you, limit to 1 slice per meal and pair with lower phosphorus protein like egg whites. Everything I've described today is reversible, or at minimum, slowing it down is within your reach. Kidneys are resilient, but they have a limit. The 5 foods we covered, processed deli meats, sports drinks, canned soups, dark colas, and even whole grain breads, were designed for convenience and shelf life, not aging kidneys. You now know what to look for. This is not about fear, it is about power. Here are your 5 action steps. Audit your sodium intake for 3 days. Remove 1 item from this list this week. Drink 6 to 8 glasses of plain water daily. Ask your doctor to check your GFR at your next visit. Talk to your doctor before major dietary changes if you are on blood pressure or potassium-affecting medications. Which of these 5 foods surprised you the most? Drop it in the comments below. I read every single one. If someone you love is over 60, share this video with them today. And in my next video, I'll cover the 5 best foods for kidney repair after 60, the specific nutrients that help rebuild filtering capacity, and exactly how much you need. Until then, take care of those kidneys. They've been quietly taking care of you your whole life.